Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got Status Quo from Mountain Culture. They've brought out 4 new variants. They're pumping the promos for the hottest 100 beers, which Status Quo's won the last couple of years. So yeah, they're made some new variants. 2 are with hops. So you've got MOTUEKA and Galaxy. And then the other 2 are with fruit additions. So you've got mango and passion fruit. I'm not sure whether that's going to be the only ones they make or there's going to be some more coming in the new year. But yeah, pretty cool. Like, it's a very, very good pale ale. Probably one of the best in the country. Hence why it keeps doing well at this competition. So yeah, the usual hops they use in it, I looked up. It's Cashmere, Centennial, Mosaic, and Citra. And it's normally like a sort of high-end pale ale. It sort of drinks like an IPA because it's so punchy with flavour. And yeah, it's like a hazy pale, and it's one of the first beers they did. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. I'll just do a little amount of each one and see how they go. I'm not sure whether it's only those hops that are in the these ones. I don't know if they've completely scrapped all the hops and just gone with MOTUEKA, or it's an addition of MOTUEKA on top. Like, it could only be like a dry hop of MOTUEKA. Because yeah, it would seem a bit odd if they've got rid of like 4 essential hops and then just thrown in one. I don't think that'd be the case. I reckon they've just added it to the original recipe. So I've got one of my proper glasswares from Mountain Culture. I thought this one suited the can artwork pretty cool. If you look at that, then look at that thing down the bottom there. It's fairly similar. Cheers to everyone in the chat. We've got Tater, Daniel, Paul, Freerider, and Mersey Beers. Good to see you, boys. So yeah, it's start of the weekend here. Still, when you're in that Christmas period and you haven't been working, you don't know what day it is. Sort of a bit like that. I definitely need to go shopping. I've run out of like just basic supplies like food, toilet paper, dog food. It's like shit. So we'll start off with the MOTUEKA version. I think the MOTUEKA and the mango come out in the first week, and then the others were the week after. It was just before Christmas anyway. So it's 5.2%. They'll all be that same percentage. Let's get stuck in. Hopefully everyone's had a good Chrissy and a couple of days off at least. Normally I only get like 3 days off, but I've been lucky this year. I get about 5. So I'm thinking that would be a generous amount to have of each one. And yeah, there's all the promo with the please vote status quo. Gab's hottest 100 beers. So it was a competition that started years ago. In Australia, we have a radio station called Triple J. And back in the early days, that was always like rock and metal and sort of alternative music. Bands that come to mind like Silverchair, The Living End, like that sort of stuff. That's where they sort of hone their craft. And it used to be a day where everyone would come together and listen to the countdown and see how you went with your votes. And then all of a sudden, one of the breweries started doing a beer thing where they had their top 100 beers play with the top 100 songs. And then, yeah, it turned into a competition just as big as the music one. So it's pretty cool. It's craft beers only, but most of them are core range beers, like readily available. So Mountain Culture only just started entering it 2 or 3 years ago, and I think they've won it every year since. So yeah, let's get stuck in anyway. So the nose on this first one, the MOTUEKA. So I'll start off with the base. It's like white bread and biscuit. Just as far as like the appearance goes, because I haven't really explained that first. It's like a sort of in between like a yellow and orange in color. I would say medium body, frothy like two finger head, and yeah, it's sort of fairly light in carbonation. It's got that sort of soft, pillowy feel to it. But yeah, like a bready, biscuity backbone. The haze on it's like sort of light haze, just being a pale ale. So yeah, I'm obviously getting huge lemon lime. Motueka, I get a lot of that. I'm getting touch of grapefruit. There's even like a bit of pine there. There's some tropical fruit like I'd say like pineapple and maybe guava or lychee or something like that. It's definitely got some sweetness to it. It's going to be a tasty number. Motueka is a great hop. Really enjoy it. Cheers, Lady Gemini. Good to see you. I should probably, yep, cool. I should be about. I'm not sure what I'm doing today, but it'll involve drinking. I took it a lot easier yesterday. I only had a few. It's like I needed that day where I just sort of chill a bit. Yeah, fake Brummy. Fake Brummy boy. Yeah, there'd be a lot of people that would drink a lot of days of this period. It's sort of not really frowned upon either. You might be getting like a touch of like sweet peach in this as well. But yeah, there's definitely pine there. It's a little bit grassy. Anyway, time for my first beer of the weekend. Cheers. Very zesty. I love lime and I love pine, and I feel like they go well together. So for me, this nearly makes status quo an even better beer than what it is. Very creamy mouthfeel. It just drinks so friggin' good for a pale ale. Like, there's particular pale ales I've had, some being some UK ones from like Track and Polly's and that are just exceptional pale ales and drink like really good IPAs. And yeah, this is definitely one of them. Yeah, I've had a couple from Track that really impressed me. They were like these. and then Range have done a few as well. Because yeah, I find it hard to get a pale ale that rocks your socks. It's normally too light. One thing I need to do majorly, I've been like recycling my own cans and bottles since we got those big container things in at the supermarkets and you can do it yourself. But yeah, I've got a bit slack with it recently and I've got so many built up. I mean, it's going to be unreal when I get rid of them because I'll get a fair bit of money for it. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of effort. It's like the money may as well go in my pocket instead of. We've got one waste company that just controls the whole area, and like the guys are absolutely loaded. They would have been so shitty when this government thing come into play. Yeah, yeah, because they're real greedy bastards, and yeah, I reckon as soon as they got told that there was going to be these government things where people could do their own, they would have been so pissed off. Oh, we're losing money. Yeah, that's really nice. I can't put my finger on what the tropical fruits are, but yeah, as I said, it might be like lychee, guava, even something like kiwi. They're the sort of fruits I need to revisit, like in real life, just the actual fruit, just to get to know them better again. It would improve your beer knowledge. So yeah, I think with the MOTUEKA it really works because you're getting like elevated pine, like you get the pine in the standard, the OG, but that lemon and lime coming in and a touch of like some more tropical fruit. It's actually really, really nice. So yeah, let's move on to the mango version. And you know me, I'm not a big fan of fruit additions in IPAs or hop forward beers. So be interesting to see how this one goes. At least there's been a fair few people around this Christmas period when you do videos and stuff. I've noticed most people doing streams are getting good numbers, so that's good. I think at the moment in the beer community, it's Rate My Beer and Simo were both live. Not sure about the US scene. It's probably still a bit early. I know Alex, the beer master, was going live in a few hours. So yeah, they're all going to look the same, obviously. That sort of in between yellow and orange colour. Got a really good hen on it. Yeah, it's about like 2 to 3 finger, real foamy, like tight knit. Looks really good. Sort of hard to show on the camera. But yeah, I mean, this one looks like it might be a bit more, maybe a bit more body to it. But if it's got like fruit additions, yeah, it's probably going to change it up slightly. Carbonation looks the same. Let's get into it. Go with. So yeah, the mango smells pretty prominent. Still getting like the passion fruit, grapefruit, peach, pine. I don't know why, but this one smells like it's got more of like a bready body to it. But I'd imagine they'd all have the same base. It's probably just how it works with certain like ingredients or hops. Anyway, time to go in. Cheers. So yeah, you're getting huge sweetness from the mango. It's sort of, it's obviously center stage and it takes over a bit. You lose like a few of those other notes. So yeah, I definitely don't enjoy this one as much as that first one. The mango flavor is really nice though, like it tastes really fresh. I dare say to be like a puree. Yeah, there's like a slight bit of tartness from it. So almost like it gives it a floral edge. It's hard work drinking beers on YouTube and comparing them. It's really tough. It's quite fun. Yeah, sometimes when I'm like, I want to have a good sesh and I don't have many like crushable beers, it's good when you can rally up a number of beers and do a review like this because you can sort of have a fair crack, get stuck into it without having to drink like other beers that you want to review separate. Hence my sarcasm. Oh, my foot's going to sleep. So yeah, you sort of feel like the mango overshadows other notes. I feel like I'm not getting as much pine. It still seems grassy though, which is odd. But yeah, in saying that, with the mango, it's like it brings out sort of like a floral, grassy note. Um, yeah, you're losing a touch of that like citrus fruit. But yeah, definitely prefer the MOTUEKA version so far. And I always thought that was going to be the case. The extra hop edition as opposed to fruit, I was always going to enjoy more. But I love that mouthfeel. Very, very enjoyable. They definitely do a lot of work on their water quality and like the bodies of the beers and stuff, mountain culture, like they kill it. So that's that one done. So next up, we have an Australian hop, Galaxy. So obviously Motueka's New Zealand. Galaxy for me, I feel like ever since we had the bushfires that wiped out a lot of our plantations, it hasn't been as good as what it used to be. It used to be real vibrant with like passion fruit and melon. Um, yeah, you'd even get like a piney note sometimes. I've just felt the last year it's sort of, you do still get those notes, but it's just not as like in your face, and it's gone a little bit like earthy. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this one tastes. So did anyone get anything exciting for Christmas? Or did they have any sort of food Christmas Day that was different to usual? One thing that's become popular here in Australia with Christmas Day is seafood. Seafood's crept in and is very popular here Christmas Day. I mean, it's probably because, yeah, we celebrate Christmas for summer. We're obviously a coastal, most people live near the coast, so yeah, it's almost like going to become a bigger Aussie thing, I reckon. In 10, 20 years' time, it'll be like Australia will be known for seafood Christmas lunches. So, same again. Um, the head on this one's even more aggressive. But yeah, let's go a nose. Ooh, it smells really good. I can't I can't put my finger on what it is, but it smells awesome. Smells like sweet, but in a good way. It's got sort of like a floral perfumey thing going on. I can smell passion fruit, so that's a good thing. When Galaxy does have that sweet passion fruit, it's really nice. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting maybe it's like it might be a touch of like blood orange or pink grapefruit or something like that, like a citrusy fruit that's got a touch of sweetness to it. It's probably blood orange. It smells wicked. But yeah, it's I think it's got a touch of melon there, like the old school days. Like your passion fruit, melon, maybe some pineapple. I feel like you're getting like orange and lemon. I'm not getting any pine, but it's yeah, it's definitely grassy. Anyway, I'm going in. This one smells amazing. Cheers, peeps. Yeah, it's quite tart, that. Passion fruit, yep. It's going to make it interesting because you got this one next. And that's, yeah, I feel like that's what I'm mainly getting, some strong passion fruit. Yeah, maybe like a touch of guava, like melon, that same base, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt like the fruit edition one first felt like it was more bready than the other two. It's nice. It's sort of it's hard to describe though. Like I feel like it's sweeter, which is weird. It comes across sweeter than the fruit edition one. And it's got that like floral perfumey thing going on. But then it's got a bit of a different aftertaste on it. On the aftertaste, you're getting like a heap of like tropical fruit. Yeah, there's like very little bitterness in all beers. And there's a touch of dryness on the finish, but they all drink more sweet, if anything. Hmm. I feel like I like that one the most so far. Don't know. It's pretty tough. I feel like cuveeing this one and the MOTUEKA one would be delightful, which I might have to do. I was always going to cuvee all four. It's just got to be done. Tell you what'd be good right now, being 10:30 a.m. Saturday morning. A big English breakfast would be great. Bacon, eggs, sourdough toast, beans, tomato. Uh, did I say bacon? No. Um, what else is good? Hash brown. They can keep that black pudding and the mushroom. I don't need that. And I tend to lean to a barbecue sauce when it comes to breakfast. And that is my dog scratching in the background. So yeah, that one was good. I don't know. Maybe I'd have number one beer and number three beer on the same, like on the par. Both very nice. Like the hop additions are quite bright. Like there's a bit of complexity there, which is good. Oh, cool. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I need to organise when I'm going to do that. But yeah, that should be good. I had a list of all the stuff I've got, and I sent it out to a few people just to see if they could get any of it. And I thought, oh, you haven't really been doing that sort of stuff lately, like seeking different beers and shit. But I was gonna just send you the list anyway, just so you could see what I had. Ooh, hello. Is it by the brewery? Should be good, dude. Looking forward to it. So I'm going to get on to this fourth beer now. So we've got the status quo with passion fruit. Very lively smell as soon as I open the can. So yeah, same as all of them. Big frothy head, yellow orange colour, medium body. Definitely looks the part. Looks very, very good. So yeah, I'm assuming this one's just the OG, but with addition of passion fruit. Yep, passion fruit is definitely there. So you get this sort of like sweet tart, like floral passion fruit. Smells awesome. Reminds me of I think I've told this story before. When I lived in a house in my hometown with a few mates, it was down near the coast, and we used to have like two elderly ladies that lived behind us, and they had like a huge garden that used to get a bit out of hand every now and then because I think they're like, I don't know, one of the sons or someone used to come round and help them out with gardens and shit. Anyway, they used to have a passion fruit plant that was right behind where you'd sit, like where we'd sit on our deck, where we'd have barbecues and drinks and that in the afternoon. And yeah, just the smell of the passion fruit just always wafting, just sitting behind your head. That's exactly what this reminds me of. Brings back good memories. It was good times in that house. We used to like, we'd all work hard during the week. On Wednesday nights, we'd occasionally go to greyhound nights. So we'd go and watch greyhounds and get on the drink and have a meal at the Greyhound Club and put bets on. And it was a good way to break up the week. Like it was really awesome. And yeah, like we were also known too as when we'd come home from work, once everyone got home from work, we'd slap on a few episodes of Seinfeld and like have a beer or two. It's good times when you live with mates when you sort of you're young and you don't really have too many cares in the world, and yeah, just having a few beers after work on a weeknight, and you're not really harming anyone. Yeah, and like barbecues, and we all had pets as well, and the pets got on, and yeah, it was good times, especially in the summer. Like playing, we played cricket together, and definitely miss the days when you're always circled with your mates. Like yeah, like late teens, early 20s. Just I just miss like having people just to go out and have a kick of the footy with, or like yeah, hit a cricket or whatever. Like when you live alone, it's just not the same. But anyway, enough about that. Back to the beer. It's just good that like certain smells or flavors or whatever like bring back memories of good times, even bad times. Cheers, Geordie. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. I'm assuming you're well lubricated, well Jordanated, especially with the usage of those capital letters. See, on the nose, this one smells a lot better than the mango. Yeah. Yeah, Bumpy sounds real keen to have me over there. I mean, I've still got plenty of mates here. It's just everyone like just gets old and settles down, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm still in my 20s, even though I'm not. One of the hardest things for me is when I had to leave my hometown. I didn't really want to, but just because of work, I sort of had to. And I mean, it is better because I'm closer to Melbourne and I like going to Melbourne and doing my thing down there. But yeah, just where I live now, I don't really enjoy it. It's just too rural, bit of a dead town. Cheers, Shuey. I just want to live somewhere that's more happening. That's why I'd love to live in the suburbs of Melbourne, but just I don't know, just having dogs and being alone, it's very hard to find somewhere for a reasonable price. So yeah, fruit. I can't even speak properly. Passion fruit is huge here. It's like the dosage is even more than what the mango was. Cheers, Sean. Yeah, Sean, Detroit and Minnesota, definitely fighting it out, brother. So yeah, with this one, the passion fruits has taken over too much. It's all I can taste, pretty much. Like I love status quo as a beer. I think as far as especially a hazy pale, it's fucking phenomenal. And yeah, they've added the passion fruit to this, and it's just it spoils the beer. To be honest, the mango one wasn't too bad because it wasn't so fierce. But yeah, all I can taste in this beer now is passion fruit. So yeah, hopefully, hopefully, if they do any more in the new year, like fruit additive ones, they're not so intense with the fruit. That's why I just like the hop. I just love the hops to shine. Fuck putting fruits in IPAs. Save the fruit for the sour beers. Yeah, cool. Nothing wrong with that. Courage the cowardly dog. Where's the, what? Where's that show based? Yeah, this one. The more I drink it, like in all honesty, the mango one, it was still all right. Whereas I'm not really enjoying this beer. Cheers, disco. Yeah, hasn't this year gone fucking quick? Nevada, cool. Vegas. He's a cowardly dog strolling the Vegas strip. Nah, it's not that bad, Stewie. It's still way better than a lot of beers out there, but just compared to the other three, it's pretty average. I'm certainly glad I've only got the one can. I'm just yeah, just not a fan of bloody fruit in hop forward beers. It's not needed. I mean, it's just an experimental thing for them. So yeah, those of you that just joined, Status Quo is a pale ale by Mountain Culture, and yeah, the last couple of years it's got the hottest 100 beer in Australia, and they're normally just standard core range beers that are entered, so they're beers that are good but not like absolutely mind blowing. Just beers that are readily available that people like to session, and just as part of their promo and wanting people to vote and all that, they've done a few different editions of status quo. So two of them have fruits. One's passion fruit, the other one's mango, and then the other two were different hop inclusions. And one was Galaxy, which is an Aussie hop, and then MOTUEKA, which is New Zealand. And yeah, the two hop ones I really enjoyed. Like, they're awesome. They nearly even make the beer better. But the two fruit ones, especially the passion fruit, I don't really enjoy. So, what I wanted to do, I mean, I was always gonna do a cuvee at the end, but I'm gonna do a cuvee of the two hop ones and then the two fruit ones, and then I'll do one of everything at the end. Because I just feel like the Motueka and the Galaxy both tasted really good, and I thought they would have tasted awesome together. So let's do it. A Motueka and Galaxy status quo. As I've said a million times, I need more room on my coffee table, or a bigger coffee table. So yeah, this is the Motueka and Galaxy status quo, Sammy edition. Yeah, so that's unreal, because it's like you're getting that lemon and lime again. You're getting sort of that floral. You're still getting the pine, but you're getting like huge tropical and citrus. Mmm. Cheers, Bill. Good to see you, brother. And that's my dog scratching away. I honestly think that's my favourite out of the whole lot so far. The two hop editions together. Because, yeah, as I said, like I expected Motueka to be my favourite, but the Galaxy was really vibrant and bright and like tasted awesome. So, yeah, the two of them together is banging. So now for the two fruit ones together. Not really going to think much of this one. So yeah, we've got mango, passion fruit. I mean, yeah, it might make it taste, because it's two fruits together. It might sort of balance them out a bit. Snapping the radish. I like it. Hopefully, I haven't missed anyone's comments. Yeah, the old. I'm trying to think of one of their songs. Were they "Whatever You Want, Whatever You Need"? Was that them, or is that someone else? I definitely know Status Quo because my mum was a fan of 'em. I just remember them in their videos. They'd always be like bringing the guitar up at the same time together, like simultaneously. But yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with the guy that started Status Quo. Well, started Mountain Culture. Wouldn't even probably know who Status Quo are. What's this Metallica you're banging on about, Geordie? I'm going to see Metallica next year. I can't wait. He must be hooked on one of the songs. Yes. Rocking all over the world. Fuck yeah. Where are they from? Are they English or US? There's a lot of bands in those eras where it's like, yeah, you're sort of not sure if they're English or American. I reckon there's a lot of English bands from those days that people would assume they're American just because they were like pretty big. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to see them and Oasis in the same week, Geordie. It's going to be huge. Yeah, yeah, that would have been sick. I've got a few old DVDs where, yeah, they've got like a gig in I think it's like San Diego or somewhere, and then there's another one. I don't know. It's sort of two of their early gigs, and one of them was Injustice for All tour, and it was fucking amazing. Just when it's sort of like when they were at their peak as far as James's voice goes, and just that, I don't know, that sort of aggression, and before they started going a bit too commercial. Yeah, I'm definitely aware that they're from the Bay Area. I was referring to Status Quo, asking where they were from. Yeah. Fruit edition cuvee. Too full on, too sweet, just out of balance. Please, brewers, keep. I plead to you, please keep fruit out of your hop forward beers. Cheers, Josh. Good to see you, brother. I'm doing a Status Quo side by side. So yeah, they're awesome, like hazy pale. It's got a bit of hype to it. They've just released 4 variants of it, just to probably get it in the back of people's minds because they got the hottest 100 voting thing coming up. Cheers, Brevis. Good to see you again, brother. Looks terrible. Cheers, mate. New to the channel, this guy. Yep. We're all here drinking beer without a care, drinking beer. King Diamond, cool. And Overkill, yep. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Is King Diamond the one that has that song Am I Evil? Metallica do like a cover of it. Sweden, cool. Yeah, I've been getting some new Scandinavian fans lately. It's been good. Well, not fans, but subscribers or viewers. Fans sounds like I'm some sort of pop star. Oh yeah? What type of beer is it? Yeah, I've seen that in the like fuel stations here and stuff. Liquid Death. Yeah, cool. Here we go. I'm pressing the wrong button on the mouse again. Have you had much Swedish craft beer, dude? There's definitely plenty out there. I had quite a bit back in the day, but don't have access to it like I used to. But yeah, I need to get this down because it's not as enjoyable as the hop ones. Uh like microbreweries, like your boutique beers, your smaller produce breweries that do sort of like specialty beers. Have you had much in the way of that? So I'm going to go a cuvee, all four in one. So as I said, quite an awesome little series, but yeah, the hop ones kill it. The hop ones actually made the beer even better than what it is. Um, the MOTUEKA and Galaxy, both really good. Together they were banging like. So yeah, the cuvee between the two is probably the best beer out of the whole lot. On their own they were good. Yeah, the fruit ones just not a fan of. Just stick the fruit in the sours and leave it alone from the pales and the IPAs. Cheers, brother. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've never seen that one. There's probably so many beers in Scandinavia that would be unreal that I've just never heard of or seen. Prairie dog. Cheers, Bill. Thanks for chiming in, brother. We'll see you again. Peroni. Peroni. No. Cheers, Brew. Good to see you, brother. Smashing them beers over the Christmas period, I'm guessing. I'm about to do a cuvee of these 4 beers together. I have gone from sober to well lubricated pretty quickly. I just don't want to overdo so you get more flavours from one than the other. Try and go the same amount. That's pretty good. Yeah. I don't have any off the top of my head. Normally I would, but I don't know. I'm a bit tired this morning. Can't sort of think of. I'll try and think of something. Worst thing these days is with like a lot of good jokes and that. You have all these like joke shows now, dad jokes and all that, so everyone uses the same ones. Geordie's favourite is he loves what's that dark beer, Geordie, that you used to get and you'd always talk about it to Craig? Some sort of it's like a stout. Best joke on TV this week. What's better than eating a mandarin? Don't know. What is better than eating a mandarin? Yeah, I'm not really a gamer, Geordie. Just never got right into it. Yes, that's it. So are you a home brewer as well? A lot of the Scandinavians we've had in, um, some of the Norwegian boys are home brewers, and they normally sort of come in together. There's like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, that's sort of something that's probably global, I think. Um, if you're feeding your kids stuff and they're complaining about it and won't eat it, it's generally something that might get said just to I don't know, sort of drum it into kids that they're quite privileged to be where they are and there's people worse off, and yeah. It's definitely a thing I used to hear heaps when I was younger. Cause isn't too bad for a basic beer. Newcastle Brown Ale used to be good. It's fucking terrible now. It's completely different to what it used to be. The old champion. I drank that with Stewie. It was good. Hey, that sounds filthy. Ah, eating a mandarin. Just because you said that, I didn't even link it to the joke, and then because he said it, I'm like, oh, there we go. That's good. I like it. It's good, Geordie, because it's different. Anyway, I'm going to go this cuvee of all four together, and just for fun sakes, shall we say, I'm going to neck the whole thing in one go because I'm a good boy. So let's see how it goes. Let's see if I can chug the whole thing. Cheers, boys. I am a machine. So, oh, oh. As I said, the two hop ones, MOTUEKA and Galaxy. They were just as good as the OG status quo, if not even better. Like, really enjoyed them. And yeah, I'm not going to give scores for these four just because I can't be bothered. Quite often in the side by sides, I don't give scores. I'll just say what I thought was better and what was worse. Yeah, together as a cuvee actually was my favourite out of the whole lot. I just felt they brought like new dimension to the beer. The Galaxy brought this like more of a tropical and floral sort of thing. The MOTUEKA had more of that like zingy, zesty citrus. Like the lemon lime was really nice. And then the two fruit ones, I didn't care for too much. But yeah, I've always been a strong advocate that fruit doesn't belong in hop forward beers. So hopefully they don't do too many more of these. So it was mango and passion fruit. I mean, they were drinkable, but yeah, just not my thing. Might be some people out there that love that, but yeah, not me. So yeah, get around mountain culture, get around their status quo. If anyone ever comes to Australia or even Southeast Asia, maybe New Zealand, status quo is the sort of beer you will see in the fridges. You can even get it in supermarket bottle shops now, and it like hasn't changed quality. It's still absolutely banging. As I said, I've had some really good UK pale ales from like Track and Polly's and Cloudwater and that, and I have it up there with a couple of them. They're like my favourite pale ales I've ever tried. So yeah. Um, on that note, I'm out of here. I'll just check the last few comments. Cheers, Rob. Good to see you, brother. Absolute vodka. Yeah, that's Swedish. Good to hear, Geordie. Your night might still not be over, buddy. There might be plenty of other stuff to do. Even I don't know what I'm doing now. I might even do another review. I feel like it. I'm going to be honest. I feel like a nice big stout. There we go. There's the first comment. Cheers, Rob. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I had to chug it. As we say in Australia, we're not here to fuck spiders. Cheers, brother. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Cheers. An interview. What is in like on your? You want to interview me on your channel? Is that what you're asking about? Cheers, Geordie. Cheers, everyone. I could possibly be back soon. I'm not sure. I've got no idea what I'm doing next. All I know is that, yeah, when I do those side by sides, they're quite fun. And it's been good that there's been plenty of people here, plenty of banter. Good times. Yeah, no worries, Stewie. Anything like that, I'm always up for. So I'm going to depart. I've been going for just over an hour, which is pretty good when it comes to 4 beers. Yeah, as I said, not sure what I'm doing next, but I do have a lot of hyped US stuff in the fridge. I've just reached out to a few of my US beer community peeps just to see if they can get any of it so we can do duo reviews or group reviews or whatever. But if not, that's when I'm going to start pumping out the reviews for some of them. Some of them I'm just going to do anyway. I'll just be like, fuck it. I want to drink this now. But yeah, apart from that, I do have a series of range beers. Ranger from Queensland. I've got their new remix series. It's 4 beers. So I might even do something similar to this maybe tomorrow. Because I like doing the groups of beers together. And yeah, it's a good way to start your day if you want to have a couple of drinks. So thanks, legends. I'm out of here. We will see you again soon.